Ambassador Sa-wong took his post in China on September 30th. The position is also his first assignment as an ambassador of Papua New Guinea.
It's been hectic for the last 2 months. Even when I first came, as soon as I landed, I got invitations to attend this and attend that, and so it's been hectic.
Where do the invitations come from, usually?
Or from Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs, from provincial governments, for instance, like Shenzhen, Guangdong province, and so forth. So it's been interesting.
What are the events mainly about?
Some are merely to meet leaders, foreign affairs officials, and discuss bilateral matters and multilateral issues. Some I've attended investment opportunities, promotions, where I go and speak. 2 weeks ago I went to Shenzhen, where I addressed 130 potential Chinese investors to go to Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea was one of the earliest Pacific Island countries to have forged diplomatic ties with China back in 1976. It's currently China's largest trading partner in the region. Ambassador Sa-wong said current relations are strong.
Over the years, there's been exchanges between political leaders, senior government officials, culminating in 2018 when President Xi Jinping went and stayed in my country. And our relationship have now gone up to comprehensive strategic partnership, which means it's a different level of relationship.
What is the major focus of bilateral cooperation now?
The trade balance between Papua New Guinea and China favors Papua New Guinea. But that's because of our, China has been kind enough to buy a lot of gas from us. But we want to encourage more Chinese investment. We are a country has a lot of resources, a lot of potentials in oil and gas, forestry, tourism, agricultural, downstream processing, food production. We have a lot of opportunities. And I take the opportunity to say that we welcome Chinese investors who are prepared to come and invest there. I look at also from my country's side, encourage Papua New Guinean enterprises, investors to look at potential, take advantage of for instance, the free trade zone areas in China.
While the two countries have made progress, the ambassador thinks there's room to improve when it comes to people-to-people relations.
We don't see a lot of Chinese tourists going into Papua New Guinea. I would like to encourage, people to people in that sense, to going and be tourists visiting my country. Hope that my countrymen will also come to visit China and see for themselves. As tourists, as businessmen, see the opportunities that it offers. We've already signed an air service agreement between our countries, and we have rights to land in New Guinea, to land at Pudong International Airport at Shanghai. Once the Shanghai airport facility is opened, we would have 2 entry points or departure points between China and Papua New Guinea. One from Hong Kong and one from Shanghai, you see. Geographically, population-wise, we are the biggest in the Pacific Island countries, amongst the Pacific Island countries. So it won't be wrong for Chinese investors, Chinese people to go and visit and invest in my country. Put it that way.
Ambassador Sa-wong says he himself has adapted to life in China quickly.
Since I came here, I only drink Chinese tea now. Do you realize? In my country, I used to drink a lot of coffee. My local employee, she said, you have to drink tea, so I only drink tea.
Which kind of tea do you like? China has a lot of kinds of tea.
I like white tea. Somebody told me she must drink white tea. It helps lose weight and maintain health and so forth. So I drink white tea.
His office displays products from P&G. There is one product he thinks may be of particular interest to Chinese consumers.
This is a biscuit manufactured in my country The guy who set it up is from his father, I think. Ancestors were from Guangdong province.
I mean, the investor is from Guangdong province?
Yes, originally they migrated to Papua New Guinea, meaning 200 years ago.
Oh, 200 years, okay.
And
That's
his
very
son and grandsons are now manufacturing this. It's produced in my home province.
Looking at his 4-year assignment ahead, Sa-wong says he hopes to see the agreement signed between the two countries all implemented and more students from Papua New Guinea coming to study in China. Wu Guoxiu, CGTN, Beijing.